Hello everybody, this is Caroline at Create Your Future. I am a certified law of assumption coach. I am also certified in hypnotherapy and as a neuro-linguistic practitioner, NLP. Today I am going to share with you a success story, but before we start, guys, I would like to mention that we're still giving away our free course, How to Find Your Blocks to Manifest Anything Fast. It will help you to create a mental diet to manifest your desires and super fast. So the link is in the description below. I also currently still have my 3 hypnosis tracks on sale. You can find them in that same box below. Okay, so the success story that I have for you today. I got a client. It's a woman, beautiful woman, who I've seen her a few times, and she had an emergency call. She called me. She just returned from vacation, and she was very upset. The behavior of her person ever since they came back from vacation was not really, I was gonna say acceptable, but acceptable up to her standard, meaning that. He was distant, it was not very nice, something felt off, she didn't like it. And to make matters worse, she overheard a phone call where he said that he was unhappy in this relationship, and then after the phone call, he wanted to talk to her. He asked her, you know, I think we have to have a talk, I want to talk to you. So she absolutely, she panicked, and she called me and said, you know what, I fear this is it. This is going to be the breakup talk. Nothing is right. He's asking me for space. He's acting distant, and I'm just not feeling it. This is just going where I do not want it to go. Okay, so what do we do? What do we do in those moments of panic, in those moments where we feel absolutely rejected? And the 3D is showing us just that. It's not just an impression or pure paranoia. We actually are currently living it in the 3D. No problem, no problem. Remember, the 3D is only the result of a previous thought, a previous beliefs, a previous truth that is your own truth, and it got pushed out. Simply, it was also your state. Maybe how did you feel as your special person, right? So you need to look into all this, and it's always, you know, a time when you look at yourself in the mirror and you are completely honest with yourself. Where were my thoughts lately? Were they on top of, you know, was I in control of my thoughts? Was I really knowing? Was I embodying the state of being the loved, the person my person loves, the person my person cherishes, the person my person can't live without, the person my person just absolutely adores, and you know, the love of my person's life. Truth is, no, that state was not embodied. It was more, you know, feelings of insecurities, doubts, rehearsing or repeating in the back of our mind old stories when things did not go right. So we talked about that, and my client admitted, yeah, we had a fallout a few months ago, maybe 6 months ago, and indeed, we never went past it. Meaning that they had an argument, and that argument, she kept it alive in her mind. She was thinking about it. She was, you know, reliving in her mind the conversation that turned into an argument, and she also was convinced that her person did not get over it. He was maybe holding a grudge, or that argument brought the relationship to into a new direction, and that direction was not good, and there was no way of turning back. And I think that it's fair to say that a lot of us have done this. And you can have a relationship that goes super well for months, years, and then you have a horrible argument. But that argument is the one that sticks in your mind, and that's the one you keep on thinking and thinking about. So we just need to be aware of it. Be aware that, okay, yeah, indeed, let's be honest. I have been rehearsing, I have been repeating this argument in my mind. I have been kind of traumatized by the outcome, and I'm kind of thinking that my special person is not going to forgive me, is not going to forgive the argument, is not going to go past. It's kind of, set a new tone for the relationship that cannot be changed. And all this are just silly beliefs, I will call them silly, that most of us have had or still have. And I'm here to tell you that it's not the case. Nothing is impossible, and you can change it. You can change it. So what did we do in this situation? First of all, it was to, stop and think. All right, how am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling? Okay, why am I feeling this way? Okay, she knows. She overheard the conversation. Her special person on the phone saying that he was not happy with this relationship, and he was thinking about doing something about it, and he was sneaky with her. So all this, put her in a place where she was like, okay, this is it. I'm 100% rejected. He wants to end things with me. So now you are clear on what it is that you believe right now. That's a good first step, okay? Then you continue with the honest conversation and you look back. What have I been thinking lately? Because you may be doing your affirmations. You may be scripting or doing your work of visualization, So you can say, I don't get it. I've been scripting. I've been doing my affirmations. So why is this happening? Let's be honest. Yes, you have. But what were you thinking all afternoon long? What were you thinking all day long? What were you repeating in your mind over and over and over? Was it that? Was it whatever you were thinking about? Was it supporting your affirmations for your end goal of being in a happy, satisfying relationship, a fun, exciting relationship? No. The honest truth is that the thoughts that were running in your mind while you were doing whatever, working out at the gym, cleaning the house, cooking, walking in the streets, being on your bicycle, whatever it was that you were doing when you were not scripting or doing consciously your affirmations, you were thinking about the exact opposite. And that story was running and became dominant. That scary was scary. It created a fear, which created insecurities, and all this ended up by absolutely push out once again in the 3D reality, to the point where there we were. The special person, her specific person, told her that he wanted to have the talk, and he was just kind of nasty at home, just not pleasant at all. Okay, you get the picture. So what did we do after clarifying all those 2 points? The current state and then the honesty, what we've been thinking. We're like, okay, right now, again, no big deal. I want you to bring yourself back in that place of peace. It's not about being euphoric at that point. It's just about being peaceful, knowing that you are in control of your thoughts, knowing that there's nothing to worry about. You went off track with your thoughts for a little bit lately, this past week, and therefore you saw the result in your 3D reality. However, right now it's your chance to reset the button and calm yourself down and rewrite the story. That's it. You rewrite the story. So in her case, I suggested to her since he had asked for space, to maybe not even see him that evening after work. It's not gonna mess anything up. It's not gonna give him permission to go ahead with the breakup. It's just gonna, first of all, he did ask for space, so you know what? Here, we are respectful. We are giving you what you asked for. And on her end, she just went back to a place of feeling, grounded, calm, peaceful, remembering how the law of assumption works, and just giving herself a break. So it's important when you give yourself a break, knowing that nothing bad is going to happen. It's not that you're going to lose control. No. You just need that time to recenter yourself, to get back on track with your affirmations. Just acknowledge, okay, fine, I scared myself. I let my thoughts run wild and go over this past, this old argument. In this case, it was a few months back, and I that's okay. Like I said before, you are gentle to yourself. You are your own best friend. You encourage yourself. You support your own self in this journey, and you go back to your affirmations. You acknowledge that you went off track. You acknowledge that all those fears were fabricated from scaring yourself, reminding yourself of this argument and playing the argument over and over and over in your mind. And then you go back to your affirmations. And what are the affirmations? My person loves and adores me. My person only has eyes for me. My person craves my presence. I feel amazing because my person is telling me every day how much they love me. I feel absolutely incredible because I am in this super fulfilling relationship. My person and I are really, really happy together. My person and I always have fun together. I feel so amazing because my person is so attentive with me. I feel so incredible because my person is so proud of me, and I know because he tells me so every day. I feel so amazing and incredible because my person, as soon as he leaves the house, or they leave the house, they are always sending me texts, loving texts. It makes me feel so good, and I'm so happy and grateful that we have this absolutely beautiful relationship. I'm so happy and grateful that I have such a sweet person in my life who loves me so much unconditionally. My person is mature. My person is attentive. My person is considerate. My person always keeps me updated through messages and phone calls if there's a change of plans, if they're going to be delayed to meet. And I am always absolutely satisfied. Every day I am greatly satisfied with my relationship. I'm greatly satisfied with myself. I feel good. I feel great. Okay, affirmations that go along those ways, Now, I wanted her at that point when she took her break, and in her case, she lived in a place where there were enough room for her to isolate herself if needed, but she just decided to go to one of her parents' house, and that's fine. That's fine. Go spend the night somewhere else, and just affirm and continue. And that's exactly what she did. At that point also, I wanted her to bring the focus back on herself. And that's really important, guys. That's something that I really would like you guys to do, is you don't live for the relationship. You are not okay because of the relationship. You are okay with yourself. And that's the number one thing, the number one priority. You have to feel good in your own skin. You have to feel okay with yourself. Be content and sufficient by yourself. Now, the moment you are abundant within, just being with you, just being you, life can bring you more abundance. The moment you see lack in yourself, you feel insecure, you don't feel good enough, that also reflects in all areas of your life, not only relationship. It could be, work, friends, money, the quality of interactions with people. Suddenly you go from people being nasty or being rude to people giving you compliments and being super loving. So you bring the focus back on yourself. I'm okay. No matter what, I'm okay. I feel great. I feel good. I'm good enough. I'm an amazing person. I'm smart. I'm intelligent. I'm loving. I'm caring. I'm sweet. I'm kind. I'm charismatic. I'm interesting. I'm fun. I'm funny. All those affirmations, bring them to you. I was going to say as well when you work on your relationship with your specific person, but really in reality, no matter what, affirm always for yourself. So in our success story, she spent the night at her mom's house, and the next day she got a text, and SP was looking for her. And she said, you asked for a space, so I give you space. And SP was like, no, but I didn't mean that much. I just, no, that's not what I meant. And he turned around her, the attitude completely. She came home, and SP brought her breakfast. Super sweet gesture. And from that point on, they had several days until she called me for our next appointment and told me the story, where the talk about the breakup had dissipated. It vanished. Her special person did not talk about it anymore, did not mention it, and things just progressed in the right direction. He was attentive, he was kind, he was nice to her. At one point, he made plans, so he let her know that he had plans with his friends that even he did not want to go. That was a good one too. He did not really want to go with his friends, but he felt like he had to because they insisted they had to go. And while he was out, he was texting her, letting her know, keeping her updated. So she really felt back on track, being a priority, being important, being loved by him. How did she turn around the situation in 5 days? She, just like I described, she stopped, she regrouped, she took an honest look at herself and her thoughts, what she's been thinking, and she rephrased and affirm for the relationship, affirm for the quality of the relationship she wanted, affirm for the version of her special person that she wanted to interact with, and she affirmed for herself. So please, guys, when you have this moment of sudden freak out, of panic, of spiraling down, just stop and breathe. Stop and breathe, regroup, and then go back on track with your affirmations. That's the way it works. Mental diet, that's what we call a mental diet. Be on top of your thoughts, being in control of your affirmations and your beliefs, which become your truth, and they do push out in your reality. So that's how you do it, guys. I intend that all of you are success stories, just like my clients are. We are here available at Create Your Future for one-on-one coaching. Please, before you leave the video, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. We love every one of you. We really appreciate you guys. And it's Sunday, so have a wonderful, happy Sunday, a great rest of the weekend, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.